Today on Growing Idaho, this fire season has been a bad one. Wildfire crews have been very busy, but they're not the only ones that have been busy. Started with some huge fires out in eastern Oregon, of course. Then things really got going in Idaho with around 1,300 fires scorching more than 1 million acres of land in the Gem State. Wildland firefighting crews have been and still are very busy. But municipal firefighters, like those with the Boise Fire Department, they're busy fighting wildfires too. You may remember we talked about the wildland urban interface a few weeks ago. That's where residential developments sit up against the wilderness, like in the foothills. There is a lot of that land in the Boise Fire District and really a lot of city fire districts. So it's up to city firefighters to respond to a lot of fires in the wildland urban interface. Well, different departments and wildland fire agencies all help each other out. Boise Fire Chief Mark Niemeyer says during the summer, fighting wildfires becomes a big part of their job. Now, they're trained and ready to do that, but it is a whole different animal.
You've seen how quickly those fires spread. We just had one in southeast Boise that we got under control. We felt good about it. 3 o'clock in the morning, the wind shift, rekindle, and now we're right back out there in a big fire. Fortunately, no homes burned, and we were able to protect everything, but nonetheless a little scary, right? That you're in a very uncontrolled environment when you talk about wildland fire, and we see that in Idaho right now. We have crews out all the time on these various fires throughout Idaho. Knowing the unpredictability of wildfire, the more we can do, the better. And so we have been doing a lot of work for several years, Boise Fire doing mitigation work up in the urban interface. So we have a chipper program, a slope mower program. We engage homeowners and homeowners associations on evacuation drills. We just did a drill not too long ago in the Warm Springs Mesa where we practice that evacuation in real time with real citizens. And so I think that's the work we're doing, but I still, as a fire chief, I'm always concerned we have more work to do because that is such a dangerous and volatile environment.
Now, prevention is a big part of this. Chief Niemeyer says city code does help by limiting what can be built in the foothills and desert all around the city, which is so important because people are not going to stop wanting to live in the foothills and the desert around the city. Building code is there to make sure firefighters can keep them all as safe as possible. Coming up.